Alright guys, so here we go. I'm going to show us how to do a label on Google Sketchup. So first of all, delete the man, right? And then you got to make sure that you're working in the right dimensions. And so we got to click on millimeters, all right? Because we're making a small label. All right, I don't want to make any changes to this model, so I'm going to go no. And it's going to take me to a new template. Now, I click the man, get rid of him. I've got to go to this area here and select a rectangle. Now I start doing a rectangle, and then I'm going to write in my dimensions, which is going to be 80 mm, which stands for millimeters, 10 mm. All right, and then you almost can't see it, all right, but then you can write in those axis areas. So I'm just going to scroll in, okay, making sure my cursor's over my object because that's where it's going to scroll in, wherever my cursor is. Now I want to get into a good view of my project, all right, and then now for it to 3D print well, it needs to be thickness, okay, to 1 millimeter. All right, and so once I've got up to 1 millimeter, that's my building surface. I can then do lettering on it. Now the letters are where the shapes are on the tools. Okay, and so I'm going to go to 3D text. I select my 3D text. Now you're going to notice that you've got different options here and there. These are your different styles of text. I'm going to use the top 3 only because the bottom 2 don't come up well on the 3D printer when it's really intricate. Whatever top 3 ones I do choose, I need to make sure that it is in bold, okay, because it stands out and it prints a lot better. Now the height is how big each letter is, and so 7 millimeters is a good height for it to fit in. And then text extrusion. Now text extrusion means how much the letters pop out. Okay, so I'm going to go 1 millimeter. I want it to pop out just the same thickness as the base that I've started with. All right, and I'm going to write my name here for my label, Matua Nate. Okay, and then here I am here. Now it's extremely important that when I go to put my lettering on top of my base, that it says on face. That means that the lettering is connected to the base, and then now I need to select out so I don't move my letters off. Okay, then I can look at the side and see that everything is sitting well, and so that's going to print well. And my label's right by these axes, which is really good as well. So that's how I create my label. Now, the important part also in order for it to be 3D printed is that it's got to be downloaded in the right file. Now, the way you download a file for it to be 3D printed, you go to the folder here, go to export, and then to STL. Everyone say STL. Okay, so STL is the 3D printer version. Okay, I click that, all right, and that's going to download my file to then be shared to the 3D printer. So that's how I create my label and get it ready to be 3D printed. Now, before I exit out, I want to make sure that I've labeled and saved my project correctly. So I'm going to write Matua Nate label. Click inside here, and that's going to allow me to then save it. I hope you like this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and like and comment in the comments below.